this story goes out to a man that was missing for 26 years and was discovered alive. But guess where he was? He was in the neighbor's basement for 26 years. His mother passed away. His family thought he died in like a war or something. They didn't know what happened to him. And teenager who was disappeared in 1998 has been found alive in the neighbor's basement, where he has been captured for over 26 years. Mr. Ben, who was 17 at the time when he went missing while traveling to his vacation school more than a quarter century ago. The Washington Post reported citing at the media outlet Omar, who is now 45 years old and also has a beard. He was recovered over the weekend from a hole in the neighbor's basement, which was used for a sheep holding. So basically it was for a sheep and he was covered in hay. So now the police is wondering what made his neighbor go this route and do this to this young man. They say he was physical. His mental ability was like a 1-year-old when they found him. So basically he probably did not know how to get out of that hole because the neighbor probably was treating him with meds that made him forget his memory. What do you guys think the neighbor was doing to this young man for 20-something years? I'm assuming the worst, but I hope he wasn't down there taking advantage of this little kid. No diddy, but come on. You kidnap a young man and make him lose all memories where he couldn't even climb out of a little hole, not knowing how to get back to his house, which was next door. The family had assumed that he died as part of the country's civil war, which multiple rebellious groups that were occurring in the 1990s and the early 2000s, they were ending up missing. So his mother thought that he was missing from a civil war. Multiple of his rebellious groups were ending up missing. So his mom had no idea where her son was, but he was right next door at the neighbor's house. People were saying that they would see the neighbor go shopping for food, and he was the only person who lived at his house, but he was shopping for 2 people. No one never put 1 + 1 = 2 together. But guys, guess how he got found? The man accused of kidnapping the kid, a 61-year-old referred as B.A., has been taken into custody, according to the statements from the Attorney General Office report, and also by multiple social medias. 2 days ago, on May 12, 2024, the Public Prosecutor Office received a regional note from the Department of National Jurisdiction, a complaint against an anonymous person who was claiming that the complaint's brother had someone in his house and you guys need to look into it. And he has been missing for over 30 years. So guys, once someone tell you with an anonymous call that, hey, there's a missing person in his house, they have to take that seriously. So what they did was did a full investigation, and in the house, one of the neighbors got a clue idea of what the brother was saying. So the brother basically was throwing messages at the neighbors, but he did not directly come out and say, hey, that guy, which is my brother, has a kidnapped person in his basement, but he was throwing messages to people, and then people started to slowly put it together. Once it hit the media, the police did the investigation, and they say, hey, we may have something here. There may be a clue in that house of this missing person who's been gone over 20-something years. And the brother reportedly told the police all of this information over an inheritance situation. So they must have tried to inherit some money. Someone might have got a little more than the other. So the brother was like, hey, you get $10 more than me, I'm going to the police and I'm going to tell them your secret. Following this report, the general prosecutor of the court in the national statement to open a debt investigation, and officers went to the house in question. The statement added the missing person was found, and the suspect, the 60-year-old owner of the house, he was arrested. When receiving medical and psychological treatment following his ordeal, the prosecutor said that he was not capable of not even speaking. He was so discombobulated to the point that they had to send him to a professional to see exactly what was going on with him. The man allegedly who abducted the young boy was a sergeant who served in the military for 25 years. And when he was buying food for two. So everyone now is wondering, why did this man keep this young boy isolated in his basement for so long? As media reports, the alleged kidnapper also killed the little boy dog when he kidnapped him because the dog was making too much noise as the boy was kidnapped. So he killed the dog, and they are now going to charge him for all of these charges. The mother has tragically died in 2013 without knowing where her son was, or was he still alive. And little to her knowledge, he was only 300 feet away from her house. Can you imagine what his mother was going through, not knowing what happened to my child? Where is my child? Is my child alive? Is my child dead? That can send a parent to her grave, not knowing where her loved one is. And this guy should be prosecuted to the full maximum potentials under the ground. He need to be locked up underground somewhere, because you did this little boy so bad. You had him in a sheephole for 20-something years. We can't imagine what you was doing to this young boy. We can't imagine what sick people do to young kids and make them so discombobulated where they don't even know how to raise their left or right arm, because they have drugs out here that will dislocate your whole immune system. And I'm pretty sure him being in the army, he knew every technique he had. But when they found the young kid, which is a grown man now, he looked perfectly fine. He looks healthy. So evidently, he didn't want to harm the boy. He probably was just abusing the boy. In a statement reviewed by the Mail, the Justice Department appeared to suggest that the family became aware of his location after alleged kidnapping. Brother mentioned something about the missing man during the inheritance dispute. So they had a dispute over a inheritance situation. So the brother mentioned the kidnapper or the victim. So my question to you guys, since the brother knew, so now he want to confess to all of what was going on, should he be charged also? Because he knew probably years and years and years that young man was down in that hole in the basement. So should he be charged just as his brothers been charged? But guys, this is another situation here at the OG Type Podcast where we discuss real life situations. We get you back reinserted into the hip hop industry. And we do talk about things in your community, in my community, in everyone's community. And we may have a discussion about you. So guys, we are a community. We are family here at the OG Type Podcast. So I just wanted to, share that little information. You can go and Google this, situation of what happened to this young man who been missing for 26 years. And it's not right. But guys, we will be back. We're going to take a little break and we will be back after this moment. And go get your wine. Do what you do. Come back and let's shine. Peace.
George Solomon, saying it was ridiculous to think Tim would get an invitation to spend the night with him after blurting out a murder confession.
Hey, I killed somebody. Just now, or whatever. Oh, really? Oh, okay, well, come on, let's go see my wife and kids. No way.
A confident Tim Permenter decided to speak directly to the jury. He took the stand in his own defense.
The attitude was, look, you've got to get up here and talk to these people.
How do you remember him on the stand?
I think he was calm. I think he answered the questions as best he could. Very simply, I think very completely. We felt that we had made a showing that the state had not met their burden of proof beyond a reasonable doubt.
Mike Pennell had waited 4 long years to get justice for his sister. But now he wasn't sure what the jury would do.
There were times that I felt the evidence was very circumstantial.
In this day and age, we know that juries really like to see forensics. Right? The DNA, the blood sample.